Global energy giant Shell has hit out strong against the taxman's allegations that the Indian arm of the MNC underpriced an issue of shares by 15,000 crore rupees. Now, Shell India claims that taxing the money received by it would be taxing FDI, which is contrary to the law. Ashwin Mohan, who first broke the story right here on ET Now on Thursday, joins us with all the details on the development. Ashwin, Shell is not going to take this lying down, heading to court now.
That's right, Nisha, you hit the nail on the head. This is a massive development as far as this entire chapter of a disagreement over transfer pricing laws between MNCs and the Indian Tax Department is concerned. Shell has in fact confirmed that it is indeed looking at exercising all legal options to challenge this order, which has claimed that they underpriced around 15,000 crore rupees while issuing shares to their overseas group entities. Now, this is a very important and an unusual case because this is possibly the first time that the Income Tax Department has trained its sights on the valuation of shares. It has gone ahead, and Shell, I understand from sources, is not the only MNC. It has challenged the valuation methodology of several MNCs who have issued shares to their global parents. I also understand from sources that Shell's main argument seems to be that if the Income Tax Department is indeed keen on taxing the money that has been received by it, that in effect would mean that the Income Tax Department is seeking to tax FDI. That, according to Shell, is contrary to the law of the India. And in fact, they've interestingly pointed out, their chairman has pointed out that if the Income Tax Department goes ahead and does this, then it is also contrary to the FM's entire FDI drive, the FM's entire drive across several other countries in Europe to woo investors and to woo foreign investors into the Indian capital markets. Shell is also of the opinion that this entire money is in the nature of capital receipt, so it really can't be treated as income on which income tax can be levied. It has also gone ahead to say that the Income Tax Department has no business revaluing the issue of shares that Shell undertook. That in sum and substance is the major argument that Shell has proposed, and we'll have to keep a close watch out for whether or not it will indeed file a writ petition at the Bombay High Court in the coming days. But we have an exclusive interview with noted lawyer Harish Salve. He's a tax expert, and let's hear him out on how he feels that there seems to be a clear disconnect between what the Finance Ministry is thinking and what is actually being executed on the ground by the Income Tax Department.
I have received a request for advice, and I will be meeting them shortly, but I am very concerned at what is going on. On the one hand, we have a finance minister who is sensibly reaching out to foreign investors. We've heard some stories about inflows, but I'm given to understand, you would have the figures, not a farthing of this has gone into building capital in India. This is all playing markets. We have had a complete dry run. Indian corporates are sitting on piles of cash. Foreign investors are not bringing in capital. The finance minister is trying to reverse the trend. I don't know whether the Income Tax Department has taken upon itself to wage war on foreign investors.